Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi barakatuh. Inshallah, today we are going to continue reading Surah Al-Mulk together, and we are going to start from ayah number 16 and cover ayah number 17 and 18 as well, inshallah. Let us start. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim wa bis-salah ala Rasulillah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Before we start reading ayah number 16, let us revise the rules of an-noon as-sakina, the sukoon noon. And of course, when we talk about the sukoon noon, we are also talking about the tanween, because the tanween at the end is a noon sukoon sound. It is not written, but it is pronounced. Okay? So these are the rules, the four main rules of an-noon as-sakina. If the noon sukoon came before any of these six letters, the rule is idhar. What does idhar mean? Idhar means that I am going to pronounce the noon sukoon properly. Okay? An-noon, a proper noon. And you will find in the Mus'haf, in the Uthmani Mus'haf, you will find above the noon there is the sukoon sign. Okay? And these letters are the throat letters. They are six letters pronounced from the throat. From the deepest, furthermost part of the throat comes the hamza and the ha. And then from the middle part of the throat comes the ayn, ha. And from the closest part of the throat comes the ghain and kha. So six letters are, if they came after the noon sukoon, then the rule is idhar. The next opposite rule is idgham. Idgham means to merge. I'm gonna merge the noon into one of these letters if it comes after the noon sukoon. We already talked about this and about al-idgham al-naqis and al-idgham al-kamil. Okay? So these are the letters that if they came after the noon sukoon, the noon is going to be merged into these letters. Some of them, it's a complete idgham, and some of them, and a couple of them, is not a complete idgham. This is why you are not going to find the shadda on the ya, neither on the waw, because this is not complete, not total idgham. And then on the ra, mim, lam, and noon, there will be a shadda because this is complete and total idgham. Qalb, this is the only letter. If it comes after the noon sukoon, then you will find a meme written. A total meme. You know, this is a meme, but with a stick. A complete meme like this, okay? And this means that instead of pronouncing the noon, I'm gonna pronounce it a meme with a ghunna, okay? And then all the remaining letters, if they came after the noon sukoon, then what happens? This is ikhfa. I'm gonna hide the noon in those letters. And one of the scholars gathered the letters and they said, صف ذا ثنى كم جاد شخص قد سما دم طيبا زد في تقى ضع ظالما. You don't have to memorize it, just have an idea that there is kind of sentence here gathering all these letters. But the thing is, when you find a letter coming after the noon sukoon and you are not sure what is the rule, immediately just know, is it one of those six letters of idhar? No. Then is it one of those letters of idgham? No. And we know the ba, of course, on its own. Then all the remaining letters causes ikhfa to the noon. Okay? Now let us go to the ayah. Ayah number 16, which we are going to read 16, 17, and 18, inshallah. Let us start. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Here we have two hamzas. At the very beginning, we have two hamzas. And this is a question form. Okay? It's a question form. Okay? So, and because they are the same, then we pronounce them exactly the same. Same length of time. Okay? And then here, we have a noon sukoon after it, a ta. Let us do the procedure I told you about. First of all, is the ta one of the throat letters? Hamza, ha, aynun, ha, ghaynun, kha? No. Is it one of the letters of yarmalun? No. Then it's ikhfa. Okay? And this means there's gonna be a ghunna, and ikhfa means to hide. I'm gonna hide the noon sukoon behind the letter ta. So I have to go to the exit. I have to reach to the exit of the ta, pronounce the ghunna, and then the ta. So I'm gonna say amintum, mintum, and the ghunna is pronounced from the front part. What I mean by the front part, I mean that any letter, you know, the noon and the mim, both of them have a ghunna built in. So this means that the noon and the mim have its exit has two parts. First part regarding the mim is the lips, and the second part of its exit is the nasal. Same with the noon. The first part of its exit is the tongue, and the second part is the nasal. So here in ikhfa, what happens? The noon, because it hides into the ta in this case, then the ta will have two parts exit. Its original part, which is the tongue, the at, okay, against the upper part of the upper teeth from the inside. So this is the original exit of the ta plus the ghunna, plus the nasal, which is going to share in the makhraj of the ta. So we are going to say a'amiltum, tu. And then here we have mim and mim, idgham, mithlain. These are the same letter. One is sukoon and the second had a fatha. So what happened? What happened is that the first one merged into the second. We are going to talk about this as a rule, inshallah, in another recording. So what happens here is that the mim sukoon merged in the mim into the mim fatha, written as one mim, pronounced as a mim shadda. With a ghunna, 2 counts ghunna. The mim and the noon shadda has 2 counts ghunna. I go to the fa. This is ikhfa. Noon, after it the letter fa. Ikhfa with the letter fa. So I go to the exit of the fa. The upper 2 teeth slides inside the lower lip. Man fis samai. I'm not going to pronounce this. The lam sukoon is not pronounced. There's nothing above it and there's a sukoon after it. So it's called lam shamsiyya. So I'm not going to pronounce it. Now we have a sukoon ya, after it a sukoon sin. So what happens? 2 sukoon after each other. I cannot pronounce them. So the second one stays as it is. And the first one, if it's harf med, if it's an elongating letter, which is in this case, I cancel the pronunciation of the ya. So I go from the fa kasra to the sin shadda. Fis, and the sin has this character of rakhawa and the whistling sound, so I let it run. Okay? Fis samai. Here مد متصل. Hamza and harf al-mad is in the same word. I can extend it 4 or 5, and if I stop on it, I extend it up to 6. But in this case, we are going to choose tawassut, and we are going to extend it 4 counts. في السماء. Here we had 2 hamzas, and here سماء. Now, we have a nun sukoon here after it, ya. Is it one of the throat letters? No. Is it one of the letters of idgham, which is yarmalun? Yes. So this is idgham. So what happens here? I move from the hamza fatha. I neglect totally the noon. I don't pronounce a noon, but I pronounce a ghunna. Ayyakh. Here the kha is elevated, but the ya is not. So it's ayyakh. Sifa. Bikumul. Here we have Hamzatul Wasli. We're going to cancel the pronunciation of Hamzatul Wasli. And then we have a lam sukoon, which is bayniya. What does it require? It requires a little bit extra time so that the lam sound is finished. Otherwise, it's going to be qalqala. It's going to sound like this. Bikumul arda. And this is not proper pronunciation. How do I do it? Bikumul arda. Same thing with the ra. It also has bayniya. Okay? And then the dad is elevated. Da. Bikumul arda. فإذا. 2 counts for the alif. فإذا هي. Get the ha kasra. فإذا هي تمور. The ra is elevated, not because it has a dhamma. It's going to be sukoon, but because the meme has a dhamma. هي تمور. 4 counts, مد عارض للسكون. Okay, let's read this ayah. أأمنتم من في السماء أن يخسف بكم الأرض. I stopped here. I have 2 sukoon after each other, so make sure to pronounce the rakhawa of the dad, ard, so that it's heard. I stopped here. I took my breath. I could not finish the ayah with 1 breath. And then take my breath, start again. أن يخسف بكم الأرض فإذا هي تمور. Let's continue. This meme has bayniya. What are the letters of bayniya? They are lin, Umar. If they are sukoon, they need a little bit extra time so that the sound of them is over. Amintum. Again, it's the same word repeated. أَمِنْتُمْ مَنْ فِي السَّمَاءِ. Same thing, exactly. And here it starts to change. And here also it's idgham. I have a noon after it, a ya. I go to the ya immediately. Hamza fatha, and I go to the ya immediately. So the noon is not pronounced. But there is a ghunna. Ayyur. A ra sukoon, meaning bayniya. Ayyursil. Yursila. Is the ra elevated? Yes. It's a sukoon ra, but with a dhamma before it. So it's you. Yursila. أن يرسل عليكم. Don't say علي. Don't close the sound. عليكم ku حاصبا. I'm gonna stop with an alif here, 2 counts. And 2 counts here also for the alif. So it's حاصبا. What if I connect? It's going to be إخفاء with the letter fa. حاصبا فستعلمون. Okay? فست. I have 3 fathas and then I have a ayn sukoon, which belongs to Lin Umar, the bayniya. So it needs a little bit more time to be, so that the sound is over with. فستعلمون. Moon. 2 counts for the waw. كيف نذير. This ra is going to be lowered because it's already having a kasra and the ya before it. Nadir. Get the dhal from its makhraj, from its exit. أم أمنتم من في السماء أن يرسل عليكم حاصبا فستعلمون كيف نذير. Let's continue, inshallah. We are in ayah number 18 now. وَلَقَدْ. The qaf is elevated, but the waw is not and the lam is not. Neither is the dal. So we say وَلَقَدْ. قَدْ. And here we have qalqala. The letters of qalqala are qutb, jad, qaf, ta, ba, jim, dal. وَلَقَدْ كَذَّبَ. We have a shadda dhal. كَذَّبَ. Give it its running time. It has rakhawa. كَذَّبَ. And then here we have hamzat al-wasli. We're going to drop it. And then كَذَّبَ الَّذِينَ. Don't stick to the lam shadda for a long time. كَذَّبَ Okay? كَذَّبَ الَّذِينَ. 2 counts for the ya. Mad. It's an elongating letter. Dhina. And then here we have ikhfa with the letter qaf. The letter qaf is elevated. This means that the ghunna of the ikhfa is also going to be elevated. Why? Because I pronounce it from the makhraj of the letter qaf. Min qa. Again. Min qablihim. We have the ba also having qalqala here. Qab. Just, open the lips, part the lips in its place. Don't move the jaw. Otherwise, it's going to be a haraka. Whether it's a kasra or a fatha. If I say qabi, then it's a kasra. Qabi. Or qabala, qaba. I added the fatha. So the qalqala is in its place. It's a sukoon letter. Don't forget this. The qalqala means it's a sukoon letter. Qablihim. The kasra is under the lam. Him. The mim has bayniya. فَكَيْفَ كَانَ نَكِيرٌ. We have a lot of kaf here in this ayah. We have 4 kaf. فَكَيْفَ. Don't close the ya. Don't say فَكَيْ. فَكَيْفَ كَانَ. We have 2 counts for the alif. We have two noon after each other, both have a fatha. كان نكير. 4 counts for مد عارض للسكون, and the ra is going to be lowered because it's going to be a sukoon, but it has a ya before it, and also it has a kasra before the ya. Okay, let's read it. وَلَقَدْ كَذَّبَ الَّذِينَ مِن قَبْلِهِمْ. I stopped here. I couldn't continue. I stop, no problem. I take my breath and continue. من قبلهم فكيف كان نكير. Okay, now, mashallah. By this, we finished ayah number 18, and inshallah, we meet in the next recording, inshallah, and starting ayah number 19, inshallah. I thank you so much for your attendance and attention, and as always, I wish that this recording was beneficial to you. If you have any comments, please address it in the comments section, and if you wish to share this knowledge with others, it will be my pleasure. So kindly share and subscribe if you wish to receive the latest recordings, inshallah. I wish you all the best. See you in the next recording. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.